Hello, this lesson is on topic 3.1, Introduction to Fractions. Today we'll identify the numerator and denominator, and we'll use fractions to show parts of wholes that are shaded. Let's first look at some definitions. First up, let's talk about what a fraction is. A fraction means a part of a whole, so it's one or more equal parts of anything. We'll learn about the different types of fractions, but for now we can safely say that a fraction is showing a quantity that is less than one whole. We also have two other key words, numerator and denominator. When we look at what a fraction is made up of, the numerator is the top part of the fraction, how many parts we have, and the denominator is the bottom part of the fraction, giving you the total, or how many equal parts the total has been divided into. If you think about fractions in terms of your quizzes and exams, you use fractions all the time. You know that if you got 9 out of 10 on a quiz or an exam, that's a really good score, because the exam has a total of 10 questions and you scored 9 of them correctly. So the numerator is the top and the denominator is the bottom. So it's really important to know these two parts of a fraction. So the upper term, the number of parts out of the whole, is the numerator, and the total, or the denominator, is the total number of parts in the whole. What can help you at the first is remembering that the denominator, the D, goes for down, and the numerator is the top part. So if we look at probably the most popular fraction there is, half, what that means is it's 1 out of 2 equal parts. So that means we can show this visually. We can draw any shape at all. This one happens to be a circle where we divide it into 2 equal pieces, and one of them we either take away or we can shade, showing that we have 1 piece out of 2. So remember that the numerator is the top. The 1 represents 1 part. Out of the total, the denominator, 2 equal parts that this figure has been divided into. So we can look at any shape and determine how many parts that the shape is divided into and how many parts are shaded. So if we see this first figure here, we see that we have 1, 2, 3 equal parts. So that becomes our denominator. So that goes in the down position. That's our total. And out of those 3, 2 of those 3 are shaded. So we have a fraction called 2/3. That means 2 of 3 equal parts. When we look at number 3, we count how many pieces this figure has been divided into. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 equal parts, and we can see that 2 of them have been shaded. So that gives us a fraction of 2/9. We have 2 of the 9 equal parts. 3.1 do together. We're going to fill in the blanks. So what we have for number 1 is half. It's called 1/2. And another way to express this is 1/2. It means that we have 1 of 2 equal parts. If we look at number 2, what part of the whole is shaded? First, we need to know how many pieces we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 total pieces, and 2 of them are shaded. So 2 out of the 5 equal parts are shaded. And as a fraction, this would become 2/5. For number 3, what fraction of this group is shaded? We need to know the numerator, which is the part that is shaded, and the denominator, which is the total number of pieces. We have 1 part that is shaded, and we have 5 total pieces. So this fraction is expressed as 1/5. So we can express fractions in different ways. So for example, 1/5, we can say 1/5, Or we can use the ordinal, like if you're going in a race, if you come in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. So we can call this 1/5 by using the ordinal number. So we can call this 1/5. So fractions can be read 1/5 or 1/5. In the next video, I'll go through some of the exercise questions and show the solutions if you would like to watch that video.